Dive into a whimsical world of excitement, laughter, and heartwarming friendships with Rick Wright's delightful children's book, The Adventures of Beatrice and Risky. This enchanting collection of stories brings to life the charming escapades of Beatrice and her adventurous companion, Risky, as they navigate a series of fantastical encounters. From meeting the speedy and mischievous Lickety Split to soaring above the treetops with the magical basil broom, each story is a celebration of curiosity and courage. Reid masterfully weaves vibrant dialogues, playful scenarios, and endearing characters to create an immersive reading experience that sparks joy and imagination. Let's welcome Rick Reid, who's our special guest today, and he's right now connected with us. Thank you, Rick, for being here. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. What a pleasure, and I thank you for making the effort to contact.
Thanks to you for being here. So, tell us, what inspired the creation of Beatrice and Risky as central characters, and how did you decide on their personalities and dynamics?
Well, yes, they do actually exist. They, in a surprise, I live in a inner city with a little old cottage with a hedge and a courtyard, and my friend dropped by and I heard this cock-a-doodle-doo, and I thought, that's odd. And I said, that must be very close. And he said, yes, I have 4 roosters in my saddlebags on my motorbike. And would you like one? And I said, well, yeah. He said, I can't give you these ones, but I'll come back tomorrow and give you a rooster. And I've got a perfect yard for it. And so Risky came to join us. And he flies up into the bougainvillea vine at night time and sleeps there. And it's worked out very well. Anyway, you can edit what you like this if it's too long. But then about 6 months later, I hear this meow, meow, meow in the hedge, this big hedge. I have big 4-meter hedge out there. And I go across, and there's the most beautiful little kitten you can ever imagine. And I just, my heart melted. So I took her in and gave her something to drink and some food, and she became part of the household. Anyway, I was curious about how they might react together. And the irony is that their characters are very much as they are in the book. Beatrice is very playful, she's cheeky, she's adventurous, and always wanting to try new things and exciting things, whereas Risky is quite the opposite. He's very, very kind of old-fashioned and stoic, and no, we shouldn't do that. No, that's silly. That's a very silly idea. No, don't do that. So, but they really got on well together. They used to eat out of the same bowl and all this sort of stuff. So I started writing it all down and into stories, because they made me laugh every day. They still make me laugh every day. And so I set about developing a look for the actual drawings, the illustrations, whatever. And then Mr. COVID came along, and I was locked down in the house for like 3 or 4 months. So I just started drawing and writing. And then, well, we're up to about between 30 and 40 books now. And I just love it, you know. And if it came to nothing, the journey would have been perfect. But then, fabulously, I got lucky with Europe Books, and they picked up put two stories in one. You know what I'm talking about.
So we also have to mention that the book has a playful tone and also incorporates imaginative games. Why this choice? I mean, why do you think that this strategy works with children?
I certainly do. I think that just this little bits of interactive things with kids is great. You know, like in the lickety split story, which was true in so much that this lizard came in and they visited and they were very curious about it. But I thought, well, you can learn things. There's two things. You can learn things about them, like he can camouflage himself well amongst the green plants and things. But also how he actually has a drink of water. He's got this long tongue which laps up the water. But then I thought, well, let's play a little interactive game with the reader and have him hide and see if, like hide and seek, and they have to find him. So we spend just a couple of incidents of that. So it's interactive. That's very much what I'd like to incorporate into the more of them. To be honest, when it came to Basil Broom, it was harder because I was going to have him go around like statues and a church and maybe a big tree or something, but it just got too long. So I had to take a lot of that out, like that part of it out. And they were busily clinging onto the broom anyway to stay alive. So what I did with Basil was I wanted him to sort of show his character by, first of all, he sweeps up the yard for them. So they do kind things, and then he says, do you want to go on a ride? I can give you a ride. And they say, oh, no. But before they know it, they're just leaning over, looking at the broom. They're off up into the sky. So, yes, I think interactive where I can and little dropping little bits of knowledge too, about the friends that they meet and, how, just how different they are and I wanted to bring in the idea of the tolerance of something new, where they become friends with and they're very kind to them. And also they tolerate things that are different from them,
You also mentioned there are more stories to come. Can you tell us something?
Yes, well, I have spent the last few years writing and drawing a lot more. So there's probably 10 books in this emerging reader category, which is the book that we have already. I've also done picture books, and there's also for 9-year-olds plus. So yes, there's many stories there still to come with the characters, same characters, but different adventures.
We look forward to reading more from you. Thank you again for your time, and we wish you best luck with this amazing children's book.
Thank you very much, and goodbye, Ginevra. Thank you.
The Adventures of Beatrice and Risky by Reid is now available in bookstores and digital platforms. It's a publication by Eurobox.